Hi everyone and welcome back to VFXY once again. So today's video is going to be a very interesting and very informative video because today we are going to see a advanced way of doing 3D camera tracking, and also we are going to export that data for Unreal Engine. Yes, you have requested me many times that just show the workflow of exporting our 3D camera data from Nuke to Unreal Engine. So in this video, we are going to do that. Might be video will be little longer, but be with me. Definitely you are going to learn something new today. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Okay, as you can see over here, I am having my footage where my camera is moving towards inside, and also I am having a total frame number 150, and I don't have any idea what kind of focal length is this and what kind of camera have been used to shoot this thing, because I have taken it from internet. So to do my 3D camera tracking, I'm going to take a node called camera tracker. Okay, so in camera tracker, I'm going to connect my 3D, and if I can see, I'm having lots of highlights over there, but I'm not going to take care about that. Also, I'm not going to take care about lens distortion workflow because it will take some time and video will be little longer as well. So, but it's recommended that you have to take care about your lens distortion, right? But in this case, I'm not going to do that. Normally, what we do, normally we go to setting and preview features. So once this is done, you can see I'm having my preview features. If you are not able to see, let me lower down my gain. I am having a good amount of movement, but not that complicated movement. So probably I will go and I'll use 600 or something. Keep it in mind, you have to take care about your features number, and once I'm done with the 600, might be I'll reduce it to 8 or 6 feature separation, and also I'll take a refined feature locations. Also, I am not having any information on lens, so I'm not going to use it. If you want your camera tracker to determine how lens distortion is working, probably I'll go and I'll use a known lens, but I'm not going to do that. I'll keep it like this. Also, camera movement will be free motion, but before starting camera tracking, I will tell you a advanced way or a little trick so that you can track this footage in a better way. Or if you are struggling with tracking any kind of footage, might be this trick will help you to track that particular footage in a better way, right? So to do that, I will use some user track. Might be I can go over here and I can use user track over here, but also what I can do, I can take a normal tracker 2D tracker node and I will track my 2D information over here, and I can import that data inside my camera tracker. So let's do that. Also, I'll put one over here. If you are not able to find any contrast point, so what I'll recommend, just go to pixel fuzzer. Probably you are having your pixel fuzzer, and I can take PXF band pass. So basically what it will do, it will give me this. It will give me contrast points, right? So might be I can take this point, or might be I can take this point. You never know, right? So let me go and let me track few points. If you want, you can change your settings. It will work pretty fine. Now I'm going over here and I'm going to add track. Like I can go over here and I can add track. Already I made several videos on 2D tracking, and once I'm satisfied with size, I'll go and I'll hit track. So let me track few points and I'll come back once this is done. Okay, so as you can see over here, I am having total 8 points. It's recommended that at least 7 to 8 points you need to track. More than that, it will work in a more better way. So for this example, I have tracked 8 features or 8 track points. Now, before starting 3D camera tracking, what I will do, I will go to my user track, and if you can see, I'm having a tab called import tracker. So I'll go over here, import tracker, tracker one, and I'll say yes, import all track points from my 2D tracker. So it will take some time. And as you can see over here, as I'm talking, my all 8 user tracks have been imported in my 3D camera tracking as a user track. Isn't it great, right? So you need to take care about, just go use a PXF band pass, and also you can start tracking these high contrast points, and you can import those 2D trackers inside your 3D camera tracking. So once I'm done with this, I'll come over here and I'll hit track. So it will take some time. Once this is done, I'll come back. Okay, as you can see over here, I'm done with my camera tracking. And once my camera tracking is good, I'll go over here and I'll hit solve. So it will take some time and it will solve. So as you can see over here, I am getting error of 1.95, which is good in this case because I'm using UHD 4K. But if it's HD, it's preferable that you have to take that error below 1. So what I'll do, I'll go to auto track and I'll select this, and might be I'll type 12, and I can say 6, and I can say 6 and 12. So I want to lower down my error. So I'll delete rejected and I'll hit delete console like this. And also I can see I'm having error of 1.89, and I'll tick this and I'll hit refine solve. Okay. So might be I can play with this like 5 and 10 and delete rejected, delete and solve. You can see I'm having lower value. So let me fix it and I'll come back once this is done. Okay, as you can see over here, I'm having error value of 1.74, which I'm thinking it's okay. So before creating my camera, what I will do, I will go over here and I'll select few points on the ground to set my ground plane. So I'll go over here, I'll select these points. And what I will do, I'll just right click ground planes, set to selected. And if I'm going to hit tab, you can easily see my ground plane is set. And by seeing your point clouds, you can see I'm having a good tracking information, right? So I'll hit tab once again and I'll go over here and I'll hit scene. But you need to take care about that. I'm going over here to switch off new 3D scene or 3D camera tracking system, which is in beta. I want a classic version, so I'll switch it off and I'll hit create. So as soon as I'm going to do that, I can see I'm having a scene node, and also my camera is moving the way it should be, right? So this is something I am having. And also I am going to take a node called scanline render, and I'll connect this and I'll connect this. If I'm going to take a merge node, that will be my background and that will be my foreground like this. And if I'm going to see, my point clouds are sticking to my ground perfectly, right? Now, there are two things. First, I want to export that data to Unreal. How to do that? I will also show you what kind of problem we are getting once I'm going to import my this tracking data in Unreal Engine and how to fix it, right? So now let's create some test objects and let's see how it's working. So I'll go over here and might be I'll select one point and I will just right click and create one card like this. So what will happen? Automatically, my card will be generated on that particular point, and I'm getting my placement correctly. Might be I'll go over here and I'll push it little backwards, and I think it's working pretty fine to me. And also, I will take a grid node as a texture, and if I'm going to see through this merge, you can see I'm having my grid. And also if I'm going to play, it will moving the way it should be, right? So also what I'll do, I will just go over here and might be I can take a card one more time. I'll connect this and I'm going to rotate this on ground like -90 like this, and I'm going to scale it in x-axis like this. So let me set my ground plane and I'll come back once this is done. Okay, I'm done with my scene scaling, and if I'm going to play this, you can easily see I'm having a good moment. Might be I need to change right side wall. So to do that, what I'll do, I'll go over here and might be I'll go to my front view, and if you can see, it's going quite good like this, right? I'm all set with my camera tracking, but in second phase, let's export that thing to Unreal Engine. So to export that data, what I will do, I will take a node called right geo and I'll connect my right geo to my scene and I'll go over here and I will save this export or this data in FBX format. So I'll go over here and already I've did it, but I'll go and camera export and I'll type nuke cam underscore yt dot fbx. I'll open and I'll check if I'm using FBX 2020. Yes, it should be FBX 2020. I don't have lights, so I'll switch it off. If you want to export that data, you can export it. Rest, everything is fine to me. And what I'll do, I'll just go and I'll execute. It should be global like 1 to 150 and I'll hit OK. So once I'm done with exporting, let's fire Unreal Engine and let's see how to do that. Okay, I'm inside my Unreal Engine and to import that data, what I will do, already I've did it, but again, I'm going over here and I'll hit right click, I'll make a new folder and I'll add asset underscore YT. I'll go over here and first thing first, I will import my static meshes. So which was my card. So what I'll do, I'll go over here and I will say new cam.yt, same file. I'm going over here, simply drag and drop. So it will ask few things. So might be I'll check one thing like combine. So if you want to combine all the static meshes, you can switch on this parameter or you don't want to do that, just switch it off. So I don't want to combine anything. So I'll check off and I'll just hit import and it will take some time and it will import. And as you can see over there, I'm having 4 objects. So you need to select each and everything, just drag and drop. So here is the main problem. If I'm going to hit F, if you can see how small my this thing is coming. So this was the main problem which I faced while doing this thing. So I'll show you how I fixed it. So first thing first, I'm going to delete this. Also, I'm going to delete everything from my content drawer like this. What I did, I just exported one character or mannequin from Unreal Engine. This mannequin, I exported that thing so that I can do my scene scaling inside Nuke. So if you want to know how we can export FBX from here to any other softwares, just comment down below. I'll do that. So I'm going over here in my Nuke and I will go and I will take a node called read geo. So in read geo, I'll go over here and I will navigate where I exported. So I imported my mannequin. If you can see how large this is, right? So I have to take care about that, how I can scale my scene. So to do that, I'm going to connect this in my scene first. And also I'm going to take a checkerboard just to add a texture. And if I'm going to see my scene is this tiny, that's the reason why Unreal Engine is not getting exact scaling. So again, this is the way how I have fixed my problem. Probably you will have your own solution, but this works for me. So what I'll do, I'll go over here in my camera tracking and over here in scene, I'm going to do uniform scaling. I tried different value and what I came up like my 2000 value is working perfectly fine for me. And also what I'll do, I'll go to my read geo and I'll go to transform and might be I'll rotate my this thing in minus 90 degree, not this y probably. Now, if I'm going to see this, you can see I'm having a better scaling since this is closer to camera. So what I'll do, I'll just go over here and might be I'll push my character little backwards. And if you can see, now I'm having a good scaling. Can you see that? Can you see that? Now it's working perfectly fine for me. This was the way where I figured it out that scaling my entire scene by 2000 units, it's working perfectly fine for me, perfectly for this shot. If you have any other solution, please comment down below. Definitely, I'll try it out. Also, since I've scaled my entire scene, I need to scale my all cards by the same value, like 2000. And once I'm done with scaling everything, I'll go to my right geo and I'll again save it where I want. Like I'll go over here and underscore version 001. I'll hit open and I'll execute it. So I'm done with exporting things. Now let's jump to Unreal Engine over here and let's import our entire scene. So I'll go over here and again asset YT. First thing first, I'm going to import my 3D static meshes and I'll just do the same way and I'll hit import. And now if I'm going to import or everything inside my scene, scaling will be perfectly matched. So importing done. Again, I'm having my mannequin as well, so doesn't matter. Just I'll go and I'll just import that thing. And if you can see, now I'm having my meshes in a better way. Can you see that? I'm done importing my static meshes. Now it's time to import our camera. This is a little tricky. So what I will do, I will go over here and I will create a level sequence and that will be Nuke to Unreal Cam YT. I'll make one sequencer and over here in sequencer, before doing that, Control Shift S and I'll name it Nuke to Unreal Cam YT. I'll save it. Okay. And over here, I'm going to create a camera. And in that particular camera, I'm going to right click and I will go and I will import. And what I will import, this thing, new cam YT version 001. I'll select this, I'll hit open. Over here, you need to take about match by name only. In Unreal Engine, the camera's name is Cine Camera Actor, and over there, camera's name is Camera 2 or Camera 1. So you have to uncheck this because if you're going to check this, your camera won't recommend that particular name. And also, I don't want to reduce keys. I want keys on each and every frame. So I'll switch off these two values and just hit import. Okay, now you can see I am having my camera over here. And if I'm going to play this, can you see how my camera is moving? So this is something you need to try it out. So by fixing few things, if you can see, if I'll go over here and I'll select my camera, and if you can see how my camera is moving perfectly as per my 3D camera tracking. Now it's all up to you. You are going to create your scene over here. You are going to export that thing in Nuke, do the compositing, and do whatever you want. I think that's it for today's video. And I hope in today's video you have learned something new. And if you learn something new, don't forget to comment down below. I think that's it for today's video. And if you learn something new, please don't forget to like this video, share this video. And if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. With this said, this is VFX Vibe signing off. Have a good day.